Let me share first. Like I'll just recap it before we start.
एक बार ये
Yes.
पूरा फ़ोल्डर ही शेयर कर दीजिए सर।
क्या चीज का?
ये जो पूरा फ़ोल्डर है ना जिसमें एसएपी और बाकी सब, वो पूरा फ़ोल्डर ही एक बार शेयर कर दीजिए।
हाँ नहीं, इसमें क्या है ना कि इसमें कुछ जो और भी फोल्डर्स हैं जैसा जो रेलिवेंट नहीं है।
ओके, ओके। हाँ, हाँ, रिलेवेंट ही। हाँ।
हाँ तो इसमें क्या है ना, अभी जैसे कुछ एमसी है, ब्रिम है, एग्जीक्यूटिव वोकैबुलरी है। एग्जीक्यूटिव वोकैबुलरी इज गुड, but yeah, I think that's also good. I will upload in the same folder. Okay, but let
तो
me. Okay, so I had this updated to Bhuti ji and then JVC. Pankaj ji. Is this you, Praveen ji? You are Praveen Singh, this one?
Yes,
जी
this one.
जी जी
Okay. ठीक है, ये मैं और कोई
Ankush and Aditya, Rajiv ji.
yeah,
Ankush, yeah,
Ankush.
and Sharma Aditya would be one. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll just go through correct file. We spent 5 minutes over here, like other templates, right? Like last week we discussed. Praveen ji was just for recapping. So I had uploaded couple of like resume template and then cover letter. So what I'll advise, like there are a couple, but my favorite one is this one. Okay. So this one you can go through that. Like yes, last time we discussed about all these things, what to write, what not to write. Okay. Like we should not write about our hobbies. We should not write about our family details, like my father's name and then where we live. No, don't do that. Maximum you can write address is not very important. City and a zip code is important, at a postal code, so people will know that you are staying. So this is good enough. You can also add your LinkedIn here. LinkedIn with your hyperlink, that you can add it. Okay, and the skill sets is very important. So what you should write, like your soft skills in left side, right? Like your business related skill sets, like cost control, project management, managing operations and efficiency, couple of things, right? Strategic planning, calm under pressure. Those things should be in left side. Right hand side, you can write about your technical skills, right? Like MS Office, SAP, or any other thing, right? Like if you know any coding, you can write any let's say any Power BI or like any BI tool, like whatever technical thing, you can write it over here. And then it at least out of these 10, 15, 5 or 6 should be exact word which is there in the job description. Okay. If you create your profile from Chat GPT, it looks like this. Right? I assume that all of you have already used Chat GPT. Let's say if I'm searching for director cloud supply chain sustainability, this is my title of that job from LinkedIn. I will put it, okay, hey, ChatGPT create a resume, and I'll put a job description and everything. And that's how you will get it from ChatGPT. So what you have to use, you go to your template and then see where your story can fit. Here, you don't have to change everything according to job description from ChatGPT. Don't do that. But 8 out of 10 words should be there in your resume from the job description. Okay. And now we also discussed last week about cover letter. There are like different types of cover letter, right? Where you have to write, of course, your name, address, email, and then which date, which company you are applying, and what is the position, right? And these things you have to say that where you are getting. So this is an opportunity for you to emphasize that why you are the best person for this particular job, right? And it should be aligned with your experience, right? What they are looking for, and then this could be your email body too, right? Like if you are not sending your cover letter with your application, it could be your email body when you are sending it. Okay. Third thing which we discussed about interview preparations, I will also upload in the same template about behavioral questions, like all those soft skills which they are looking. Right, your interview will be couple of things, right? One will be your HR interview, right? Like where your HR will discuss about most of the company, right? There are rounds of interview, 3 or 4 rounds of interviews. First round is just to know about your salary expectations, who you are, and other things, right? Then after it will be like, especially in the consult industry, right? There will be more kind of interview, like how what they will ask you, tell me about yourself, like couple of questions, right? And then tell me a situation, a difficult situation, and how did you face that, right? Tell me, I have a list of questions. I'll also upload that, the questions and proposed answers. I have also created a proposed answers, like how you can make a story, and then again that is your opportunity. Use that an opportunity to emphasize again that why you are the fit for this particular job. Okay, and then that story will also change based on your resume, right? So if you are applying, let's say, let me find some job. Are you getting it what I'm trying to say?
Yes, Rajeevji.
Yeah. So basically, let's say I'm looking for a job. Let's say sustainability director. Okay. So if you are looking for, let's say this one, SD director, SAP PwC OTC director, right? So in this one, look for what are the things, right? Let's say CPQ is one of the things. I know you don't know what I'm talking about this one, but like at least these things should be in your skill sets, like CRM sales, SAP CPQ. These are the keywords which they are looking for. Okay, and then go for like basic qualification. Of course, you already have that. Then only you are applying for this job, right? But here, if you see couple of things, you will see like there should be also, if you're applying for director positions, then you should know uh, business development, right? So business development should be in your skill sets, like the sales experience. How did you sell? The program manager, project management. Those things also should be in your resume. In the is a key skill sets. If you're applying for something like this, right? It's just a standard strategy. Then again, your resume will change. Your story should change. Not the entire content, but at least 30 to 40% of your resume should be based on where you are applying, which job you are applying. Okay, couple of uh, tips. Whenever you are applying, go to their job site, look for who is that recruiter, right? And then try to add couple of folks in your LinkedIn profile from that company before you submit your job application. Okay, try to build that network, submit it, send it, like let's say 20%, 20. If you are submitting, let's say for this particular PwC, right? So PwC, I'm submitting, let's say 20 folks, trying to connect them, right? Submit a request. At least 5 people will accept, right? Go for that. Okay, know about that company. You should be. It's kind of like it should be a mission to that. Without this job, I cannot survive. Okay, so you have to be fully focused and you put your 100% on that particular job. So that make it like your mission, right? But hey, I want to get this, and I have to do that. Yeah, Praveenji.
So Rajeevji, there is a question like did you worked on a particular technology in your live environment? Suppose that I'm
Mhm.
from OSS background, telecom background,
Yeah.
and I'm moving to SAP.
Mhm.
So most of the recruiters will ask, how long since you are working on this technology? So
Mhm.
at that time, how should we present ourselves? Because we are
Yeah.
not from SAP background.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then,
So that's a good question. Yeah.
yeah.
So in this case, right, like we'll also look for that SAP and SAP history, but I'll give you one tip on that. SAP is an ERP package.
Hmm.
Fortune, if you say Fortune 500, forget about like a small business skills. If
Okay.
I'm talking about Fortune 500 companies, over 70% of companies run on SAP.
Right.
Okay? So you are from Ericsson,
Yeah.
right? I'm pretty much sure your company would have you like either Oracle or SAP.
Hmm.
Okay? In this technology sector, right? Like in the same telecom industry, if you are looking, AT&T is on uh, SAP. Right? Earlier they were on Oracle. Oracle Financial, their financial operations was on SAP,
Hmm.
no, on Oracle. But their supply chain and other things like all the procurement side, it's on SAP now. T-Mobile, 100% on SAP.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just thinking about Apple, right? Apple is
Hmm.
on SAP. Right? Over Apple has like I will just give you example. In Apple in US, in California Center and in Austin, there are 800 contractors from like SAP side. Like Infosys is one of the big contractors from them. Their SI, the system integrator. So from Infosys itself, there are 800 SAP consultants which are supporting for Apple. 800, it's a big number. Right, for one client. And then there are three different vendors at Apple. Okay. So most of your company, like wherever you are right now, if you will dig it, you will see one or like something, some processes are in SAP. So when you are presenting yourself as an SAP expert or SAP consultant, right? It doesn't mean that you are working from your vendor side. You do not have to lie that you are SAP consultant over there. What you can portray yourself as SAP business user. So you are familiar with that SAP technology. Okay?
Okay.
And then from experience side, right?
Hmm.
In SAP or any software, right? Let's say for in your profile, right? I think you are on BI, right? BI
Yes.
reporting
Business
side,
intelligence. We are working on it.
business intelligence. Now think from your perspectives. If you have 2 years of experience,
Hmm.
okay, or 20 years of experience,
Hmm.
do you think that you are doing it differently? Which like 2 years of experience are doing?
No, but
No.
recruiter mostly prefer 20 years of experience.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So recruiter is expecting that your knowledge base will be same, right? You are working for the same company. So even though you have not worked as a SAP consultant, but what you can say that I am working on SAP as a user, right?
Hmm.
You are SMEs on SAP. So there
Yeah.
are two things, right? You're not lying because you are working for the same company,
Right.
right? So your work experience doesn't say which software you had worked on,
Hmm.
right? They will ask for your work experience certificate, right? If you
Right.
join with the company, or there will be job verification,
Yeah.
right? In job verification, whoever is a third party company, they will verify your work experience. They will not verify that in what software, what you were working day to day job.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, the job verification will be your verification of that from your employment from that company,
Hmm.
your salary, your joining date, right? Your whole tenure, right? Those things will be there in the job verification. So how you present your story, right? If you are passing any interview, technical interview, then
Hmm.
these things are how you are making your story in your resume and your cover letter.
Okay.
Do you get my point?
Yes.
So if you are learning SAP, and then if you know that your company is running on SAP, then you can dig it out, right? Like you are just changing your profile, you're tweaking it,
Hmm.
right? So your experience will not go in vain, right?
Hmm.
So, and the other things which we will talk today, SAP is a very vast area. Like SAP is not specific to any one module. That okay, you are learning work order to cash. right?
Right.
You can easily learn like SAP BI tool. Right? I can help you to get that SAP BI tool
Mm-hmm.
and the BI programs, and then you can see that it's a similar thing, right? It's a business processes are same, right? It's a different tool,
Yeah.
right? So if you're working on a BI side, you can easily adapt that skill sets in SAP, and then you can say in your resume that you have BI experience for last 14 years
Mm.
because you will not change regularly. And then believe me, right, for SAP or any other things, like in functional area, I'm talking about functional area, it's a more kind of like business processes. It's very easy to learn, okay? And everything depends upon like how are you making your story. You can also learn your job and doing your
Right.
job or anything in the consulting because see, you are already working in IT. You already know how to deal with your customer, right? Your customer is also your stakeholder, business stakeholders, right? You are from IT background, so day to day you are connecting with your business stakeholders to get their business requirement, right? So which types of report they are looking for. So when I'm talking to Pravinji, you can also, all of us, right? Like you can think about it, what I'm talking about. You can correlate to your job, or we'll also talk about the freshers. How can they make their own story? But you got it, right? Did I answer your question, Pravinji?
Yes, Rajeevji.
Yeah. So yeah. So any questions on covered before I started SAP?
I have one
No.
question related to Praveen, Amarnath sir. Hello, Rajiv sir. So, what I wanted to know that is, as you said that SAP has different modules. So, which module is the best you think for a new comer in SAP, or you can say as a fresher, we should opt to first so that we can like learn or little bit your guidance on that so that we can work on that also very easy for like initial steps what we should
Yeah, yeah,
opt
that's
for
what we'll
first.
discuss it today. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then I will see why. Maybe I am biased because I am from order to cash background, the sales and marketing background,
Okay.
right? So that's what I feel easy to learn. Okay, and then it is connected to all, like all your customer thing, right? Like customer interactions, right? Which you are discussing about your BPO thing, right? So it is connected to do that. I will also show you
Okay.
in SAP how to create of sales orders and other things, right? Whole supply chain. Yeah, Rajji.
Yes, yeah, Rajiv ji, good evening, sir. Good evening to you all. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, Amarnath, madam, whatever you have asked, it depends upon your qualification or background, which module you want to go. Suppose you are having the material management MBA purchase, then there is MA module there. Suppose you are having financial background, then FI module is there. SAP is the very big. There is a around 90 module is there. 90. Earlier I have worked in there. That SAP I know SAP very well. SAP R3 ERP package it is. Depends on the qualification background. Suppose you are the metal, then people can sign you. Then you can be a real knife and cut the things. If you are wood and when people will sign that, then you will crack. Then qualification also matters there. You are suppose better accountant, you are MBA in finance.
Okay.
Then you go for MBA FI module. Then finance, there is also under this FI module, there is a thousands of that. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like that, as he told Apple, there is a 800 contractor is there for SAP. Entire Bangalore is the SAP in India. Entire Bangalore, entire Hyderabad, go all is SAP. And when I did engineering, then I was in mechanical maintenance department. My few friends, they have sold the jewelry of their wives and go for SAP. But they all are in America today. They are the billionaire. They are making lots of money. I have seen that very closely. I know I'm in touch with those people. They are my friend. They're starting 92. I did my engineering in 1992. where background we are having, then accordingly you should go ahead. This is my suggestion. Clear, Rajiv sir?
Yeah. Thanks, Raji. And then I will clarify a couple of other things.
Huh.
Amarnath is
Yeah,
also
Sir,
questions,
sir.
and then I will.
Let me just make a couple of comments before Rajeevjee has floor for the big presentation, because I see Raghav. Raghav has joined today on my request. He is my grandson. He is my cousin's grandson, and he's a fresh graduate. I think he's doing computer science. I don't know if he has yet introduced or not. So I kind of pushed him to come to this meeting. He's shy. He probably is not yet very fluent in English, but you don't have to worry about it, Raghav. Use the Hindi English mix if you. We are here to help. So that's encouragement for everybody. Speak your mind. If you don't speak English yet, it's okay. That's why we are here to help you. One day you will speak fluently. Just which I wanted to say is that for the database management is data science, what we generally call is a huge subject and with full of opportunities right now. You have you can go to the banking industry if you want. You can go to the stock market investment too. You can go to the side. Like where I was, I worked at Intel and IBM, and I had to use heavily database management. And in the last, what I wanted to say is that SAP is one of the ERP system. There is another one, Oracle. Like that, there are so many other things, and you have to learn like SQL and all that, and jump. I have a bunch of books right now in my library, which I use now. I'm retired. Like JMP is a software which you will have to use if you are in. It doesn't matter in which field it is done by a statistical SAS, and basically any industry you go, doesn't matter banking or semiconductor or chemical industry or whatever it is, you have to use one of the ERP system. It can be SAP, it can be Oracle, or it can be, there is now like Amazon has jumped into this field. There are many other companies. So that's one thing. Second part is just like Raj has emphasized that there are different branches, right? Like, for example, I have used Oracle from engineering perspective. I never used for the financial or any other purposes. But hey, I know many of my friends who are in the banking, Morgan, JP Morgan and other that, they are using for the banking and investment purposes, the same thing, okay? So you have to choose, and it is just like, if you know how to drive one car, it's very easy to drive another car, exactly the same way. Doesn't matter. If you know SAP, you can easily migrate to the Oracle system or Amazon type of system, any system. So the focus point is that what you want to do, right? And Rajivjee here, you have to help them because they are starting right now. They don't know where to start, right? So when you are ready to start and you don't know anything, I suggest that we start with the easiest thing for the career. Where can you enter in the ship, right? Then you can see if it is a regular class or first class or second class. Where is your seat? But you need to get into the train or bus first, right? Then you take information. So that is the comment. Second comment. Third comment I wanted to make is that you have to constantly update yourself in any industry, no matter where you are in software or hardware. And so you have to always, like, my rule of thumb is that moment you get a job, you start preparing for the second job. Okay? And then you, in your mind, you have to have a goal, what you want to next, and what you want to achieve from this goal. And keeping that in mind, you prepare. And then, for example, America right now, people generally jump to the ship, like jump the companies on an average 3 to 4 years. It is giving maximum many times. My son, he doesn't stay more than 2 years. He has been in the job market since the last 10 years. He did masters in biomedical engineering in 2015. And since then, probably he is in the pharmaceutical science engineering. And all the VIP companies, you name it, Merck, right now he's with the Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. Pretty much he has worked with almost 90% of. I said that where are we going to go? But he said that this is how the America right now is working. So you have to be ready to move also. There is no loyalty from the employer side like good old days that you work 30 years. It doesn't work. We are living in the modern world. So all these variables you have to keep in mind, and your career should be the priority, and your happiness should be the priority. And then keeping in these two, don't go after only money. Go first is your happiness, your priority, your career goals, and then money. So this is how it is. So you combine all three tangles, and wherever the all three, I should call it three circles, wherever all these three circles meet, whatever is the intersection of all the circles, if you find job in that area, you will never be bored, and you will never be unhappy, and you will have plenty of money. So with that, I hand over to
Thank you.
Rajeev.
Thanks so much. That's a great. Yeah. So a couple of things. Right? In these calls I'm teaching, right? I can help you in any other modules. Okay. Second thing, Rajji, about that SAP market, job market, right? Yes, it is not very super hot right now, but what I'm expecting by 2027, when all these companies will be forced to go to SAP S4 HANA, right? That latest version of SAP, because all old versions SAP will stop supporting them, right? So there will be huge demand in within 2 years, huge demand. You know about your salary and everything. If you're a fresher, and then if you're starting SAP, 2 to easily expect 20 to 30 lakhs as your base package in India. Right? So be sure that in SAP there is a career, right? And then this will be there for another at least 10 to 15 years. It's not going anywhere. One second, I will also talk about sustainability. That's another upcoming area. It is not very hot right now. Right? Sustainability consists of like ESG reporting, which you are hearing nowadays about net zero, right? Net zero target for any company, for any country also, right? There are a couple of other technologies like carbon capture, carbon pricing, what is carbon trading. So those things like commodity trading. I don't know about a commodity trading, but that is another area which is commodity trading is like all of us know about stock trading. So similarly, things for like commodity trading, futures trading, and other stuff, contracting. Similarly, there will be carbon trading. So we'll also talk like after SAP. I'll go for that ESG reporting and then sustainability. That is another huge upcoming area, and that is more thing like which we see that every day. The climate change is there. The environment, what we can do, how we can use technology, okay, to save ourselves, right? Like for environment perspectives, how to survive later. So we'll talk about that later on. So being said that, now I'll start like SAP. Welcome, Rajeevjee. We can talk also. You can also send your resume to me, and then we can work on your resume. Okay, and then yeah, definitely I will also help you in India, right? India or US, like wherever you are looking for support you. Like Vibhuti ji, you can form a group with him. Like he's in the same boat with you, right? He has some same, but they have to work on his resume. I need to talk to him later on, so we can connect also separately. So now let me start like SAP. So before I go for like SAP, I talk about like what SAP, what is ERP, and what is MRP. So anybody do you know like is how SAP formed, right? Like what is? Let me share my screen. maintaining, if you are managing, let's say simple, if you have to manufacture, let's say, I'll just give you an example. I'm looking for a simple one. Desktop, right? So what you have to maintain, like how to create a desktop. You need your CPU. Nowadays, we are not even using desktop, but I'm just looking desktop on my desk and then saying, right? Then you need keyboard, right? All those things you need. And then even for making those keyboard and other things, right? If you get, let's say, there are like some other components also, right? And then you got, let's say, a company called like a Dell, and then you got an order for 500 desktop. Then you have to see, right, what is available, right? If it is not available, then you have to buy it, because you are not manufacturing everything, all those details of monitor, like monitor screen. You are not making all those stuffs, right? You have technology to assemble. You are good on like assemble, and you Dell basically assembles, and you get different all these things from different vendors. And these things will come from different vendors. So if you're getting an order from, let's say, Accenture, like 500 desktop we need, hey, Dell, I needed 500 desktop on this particular day, right? Let's say August 15, 2024, we need all these things. So they have to plan it accordingly, right? They cannot keep having an assembly, because my CPU, if I'm from monitor, I need 30-inch of monitor. They can assemble in the certain days, right? When they get that order, then they will start getting it from their vendor, and then that's how they will start, right? It's for anything, any company, right? If you are getting an order, you don't have everything on you to send it, right, on certain days, because then you will lock your money in what you already make, right? You have already manufactured, there is no order. Requirement planning based on your requirement, then only you order it. So this managing is very difficult. Like I'm just talking about three things here. I think about a car. If a car manufacturer, how many parts there will be? Right? So there was a concept called MRP. Started from GM, but it was very mature at Toyota. Toyota adopted it, and then they came up with a lot of other things. Right? So it has MRP, and then there's a concept called JIT. This order exactly at the same time I need that particular monitor, or let's say if I'm doing a car, at the same time I have to get it, right? Until that I'm get it from the vendor. Right?
Zero inventory.
Yeah.
Zero inventory. Zero
inventory. So I'm not keeping any inventory. When I have to deliver it, on the same time, just August 15th, if I have to deliver it, whenever we need it, and then I will assemble it, and then I will send it to the truck, and it will be delivered to Accenture. Okay, so those concepts we started like MRP. It was focused only on materials part, right? And then any question on MRP, for details you can go. A lot of things you will find on MRP. But earlier, that's how it started. Then comes to ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Same example, right? Let's say if I'm getting 500 desktop, I need to know first if it is available. Will it be available? I will talk to what? I will talk to manufacturing, right? I have to call manufacturing that, hey, I got this order. What manufacturing team will do? Manufacturing team saying, oh, okay, you know what? I cannot give you the data right now. I have to talk to procurement team. Like if I need all these things on time, right? Then only I can make it. So procurement has to how this is like one from, right? Called manufacturing. Then you will also call your sales team. Right? Okay, what will be the pricing? Right? You call whenever you are getting what should be my pricing. That sales pricing. You have any discounts for Accenture because Accenture is a big client, right? And then will be we need also technician, right? Like who will go and then fix this, install this desktop at Accenture's location. Then you will call again. You find that you know what we need 60 or I'm just giving you some numbers, right? 50% to this job, but particularly the technician. And what we have to contact HR. Hey, HR, can we get some contractors or can we have people, more people? And clear, you have this MRP, then you can manage at least this particular part, the materials part. But what about others? MRP will not cover these things. And of course, we are missing one big one, right? Finance. Right? So finance has to pay to vendor, finance has to hire people, finance has to pay also HR, right? To provide some budget to hire contractors, right? Organizations, what which types of organizations we have in the company? Sales and marketing, finance, procurement, politics also. Otherwise, if there is a problem, let's say that like, this we have assembled, it was we have cancel the contract. So even if you are sending, you will get all the back, right? The logistics teams, right? All this transportation and will be managed by them. Then you need HR for all those contracting. So most of these companies, right? Apart from like in the right? So these are different departments and to connect with each other, right? Whenever you say we need to bring the date and tell Accenture that hey, first it is not possible, but we will be able to deliver it by anybody. System should propose like hey, if it is not available, it will go to manufacturing automatically. It will go to procurement to check everything if it will be available or not. How much time it will take to assemble it? Do it on time? Do we have budget for it? And are we making profit or not? Right? So all those things will tell you if a profitable contractor. So to come up with everything, right? You to connect everything with each other, in everything together, without like it should automate everything. Yeah.
Just a quick, I would like to include, there are 3 areas which also need to be included in this one, which is operations. Please write it down.
Yes.
Operations, customer management, supplier management. I want to kind of quantify them clearly to the friends that operation, customer management, you can handle operations, I can handle quality, I can handle details when we do the technical part. You do the SAP part, but and
how to do it in SAP. Okay, let's compare like other things. Supplier management. Basically, supplier management where you are doing the contracting from other side, right? The way we are getting this contracting from customer side and also supplier management, so you are getting best price for your company,
So
right?
it
Vendors payment.
is not only the price, it is the quality of the product also.
Yeah.
I can cover in more detail what goes there.
Yeah.
And then, for example, if the suppliers are there, you will have to provide them specification what you want to make them, what they're going to make for you. Not only that, you have to constantly manage their quality control because you are using their product to make your own product. So if there is a failure of quality on their product in the field, then you will be the responsible, not this company or supplier. So it is to your customer, you are responsible for your sub-supplier. So you have to make sure that all your sub-suppliers are producing products based on your specification, and you have to be comfortable with their quality control. It means that you have to regularly go and visit them, you have to do auditing, you have to constantly look at your statistical process control charts, you have to visit the supplier management. We will have a separate session on that. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then systems, right? Like implementing itself, right? Implementing your ERP software, right? And then sustainment part, like whatever systems you have, right? So there will be support. If you have any requirement, right? Reporting requirements. Now, reporting requirements from business stakeholders and systems team. This is your IT team. Okay. And then research and development, like if you have to introduce, I'm just thinking about at Apple, right? They're continuously doing that job, coming up with failure, doing that's the job.
Go a little bit here on the research and development. What is it? So, suppose you have only one product which are manufacturing, you do very well. I get in the CPU business, like see all have probably you see in that I have said in there for already is not to sustain the research and development new product which they expected us to do for 2 years. It was a requirement in this node of technology to sustain. And Intel failed, and that is why it lost business initially to AMD. Now even the AMD and Intel both have lost business to
of these departments?
Yeah, Rajiv, I have a question here. There are three departments, like all are these combined in a one department, or it's a separate department? First question. And second one, which department works on bidding?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So see, mostly, right, like overall, if you see these customer management, supplier management, these are kind of your sub departments also.
Yes.
If you are saying that sales and marketing, the customer managements, most of these companies are handled as a separate sub department of the main department.
Right.
So ideally, at high level, there is sales, finance, operations, and HR. And IT. IT is later on it is added, right? IT is supporting everybody.
Right.
Same thing with the finance, supporting everybody. So mostly, right? Most of these companies have 5-6 departments. Other departments will be part of that.
Okay.
Right? So like operations will take care of your also logistics. Procurement will take care of your supply management. Customer management will be part of your sales and marketing.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what like overall. So but in SAP.
And one more department is there, learning and development department. Most of
This
the
is the research and development. Yeah, this is the learning and development. Talking about it's part of HR. Recruitment, training, right? So training is also part of that.
And just to add on to this question, we are talking about and private industry. Think about between the departments. So they interact with each other constantly. It's not like the government job where you all you have to have secretary to secretary. Team, interactive team. For example, when bidding happens, bidding is not simply done by the sales marketing department or sales department alone. They have to constantly talk to operation, they have to talk to research and development so that they understand what is their capability, how much, what is the profit margin, which R&D and operating, what you call operating margin, they will say we will make a loss. So all these things they have to keep in mind. So it's always interactive between different departments. Thank you.
So you got it right. So these are all departments. So there is nothing which we don't know. Like as a working professional, all those things we already know, right? This is a process. So what we do in SAP, this like ERP, I have already explained. This is ERP to connect everything, interaction. There will be interactions between all the departments. Finance is little critical, right? Like what's what now let's talk about what should be your skill sets to learn any of these, right? Sales and marketing, general thing. No specific qualification is required for sales and marketing, right? We all know, we do the transactions every day. We know what is delivery, what is invoice. That's all you have to know. From your prerequisite, there is no prerequisite for to learn sales and marketing. Finance is a little bit tricky where you should know accounting. So if you BCom or CA or MBA finance, you can opt for this module. Procurement, again, there is no specific thing, but if you have done your MBA, or again, it maybe there is no specific anything. If you have BCom, then you can be better fit for here, but you can learn. It's easy to learn. You can also opt for it. Like all BA, BCom, BSc, you can procurement. But if you're already working in operations side or already working in purchasing department, right? Then go for this module. But if you're working on, let's say, in customer service, in a BPO industry, then this will be more suitable for you. Like I explained, quality is not kind of a major module in SAP. There is a SAP module, but from job perspectives, right? If you're a quality engineer, I will advise you to adopt procurement or logistics. But there is less demand. Side, there is less demand and less supply also. It's very hard to find quality in SAP side. Mostly you will find there are a lot of demand, but there is also a lot of competition here. But yes, it's supply. Quality learning, quality and less demand, less supply. What I advise, if you can learn multiple things, right? Again, like in SAP, it doesn't work like you are SAP consultant. No, you are SAP consultant in one module. Like mostly that's how it works. It's not like that if you are SAP consultant, you have to know everything. You will be consultant only in one specific area. So even if you see the job sites, which I was earlier, right, if you see SAP order to cash consultant director. So if this is a director position, but what they are expecting only one module. If I see SAP P2P, so there is nothing. They did not find a job like consultant. It will be moment I'm getting OTC. So this is a huge demand. There will be some supply, but that's how it works. Okay. See from the like I'm just looking for this is a consultant, senior consultant role. And then what is this is a job description? 5 years, 5 years, 5 to 6 years of experience. If you have in US, you can expect maybe this and so this is salary. This is basic salary. Okay. So definitely 2 to 4 years experience in US, you can, this is your minimum salary for a company, not only for Deloitte. This is your base minimum. In India, that's why it is easily it's 22 years of experience. Let's also explain that how the job process, like job hierarchy, but not to not don't be scared that you're learning SAP, you have to go for all modules. You have to be expert in module, and it is good to know, nice to have kind of thing to know another module. But your job is
I have a question here. Suppose fresh graduate like Gaurav. He doesn't have idea right now where to begin. Okay, so let's give idea if whole class is of that idea where to begin, and we have to guide them where to begin. Where would you recommend them? Where are the most job? I mean, we need to hit a part which has more jobs, right? So, which is that part out of all these? I think is the most job in India right now. I think your focus and our team's focus should be to that area first.
Yes, exactly. So, for a fresh graduate, like graduate background, fresh graduate, go for sales and marketing. Okay. If you are CA, CPA, go for finance. If you are IT, if you are engineering background, right? Let's say from in the case of Vibhuti, right? He's doing from civil side. Go for sales and marketing. If you are doing your engineering in, let's say, industrial management or supply chain management, go for logistics. So the most of the jobs in SAP, sales and marketing, finance, procurement, and logistics.
Basically, service sector, sir. We should go service sector job is more. Today, there is a ratio in India 1:7. In manufacturing sector, one job is available. The sector is the 7 job is available in India. Service sector comes to logistics, finance, financial institutions. Sir,
can we highlight in two different colors, like he is saying that which one is service and which one is the other category he is saying?
Service sector is, Rajiv sir, service sector is your logistic business. Logistic business in India, it is a 70,000 crore business in logistic business. 70,000 crores. In only logistics, lots of logistic companies, they are paying 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. They are the general manager. They are getting over here logistic. The logistic is a very, very big unit over here. Logistic is having always job is available. I go to manufacturing, go to cement factory, job is less. Again, I go to financial institution, bank, insurance company. Suppose sir, you people are the America, there is a 2,000 insurance companies there. In India, there is a 15 to 20 insurance companies there. Earlier, insurance company in India, all was a government, only license monopoly was there. Then the 75, 76 to 74, 24 ratio has been adopted by government of India. The maximum American insurance companies working over here, lots of job is over for insurance also. In insurance, again, there is a life insurance and non-life. Non-life general insurance, that is car insurance, home insurance, factory insurance. There's a lots of, they all are using SAP, sir. They all are using SAP. Everybody is the opportunity. Lots of job. People are, they are not getting people of the SAP specialist, whatever Rajiv sir has taught over here. The people putting them job is here. From foreign people are working, coming from foreign people are coming to India to fulfill this particular requirement at high salary. In Bangalore, people are getting 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs salary in this area. Rajiv sir, I'm saying truth. Because I'm a man of corporate, I'm saying over here day to day. Manufacturing job is less. Manufacturing, go to medicine factory level, go to cement factory, go to this factory. No. Ab India today, you are the semiconductor people. Semiconductor business is the very huge requirement India having. Ratan Tata has announced he is going to be a 4 lakh crore for this. Vedanta Group has announced 6 lakh crore for semiconductor business in India. Lots of budget is coming in India in 23rd of this. Lots of you listen. Semiconductor is having lots of scope.
So doesn't matter whether you are a semiconductor or pharmaceutical or car industry. You have every place. You have all these departments. Okay.
Service everywhere. Without logistics, it is not possible anything.
So that's why it's very good that you categorize the service and manufacturing. What suggestion here is for the young graduate is
yes, sir.
Okay, you have a better opportunity in service industry.
Right.
So why don't we jump into service industry right now? Okay. That is what is the point. Thank you. Thank you, Raj.
So easy to learn, like easiest to learn. So what we will do in this class is go for sales and marketing, Okay, I'll tell you why. That is like my next topic. Why SAP on these things? Finance is okay, but like, yeah, why to go? But we'll go for first thing. You hear a lot of things SAP and then SAP. So being an SAP consultant, or if you're aspirant on being a SAP consultant, never say SAP.
SAP.
Always SAP. The moment if you say SAP, people will know that you are not SAP consultant. That's how it is in the US and like anywhere. So first thing, if you're learning, always say SAP. What is SAP means? And what is SAP?
System application product.
Yes. So system application products in data processing.
Data.
Just think about it. Systems applications and products in data processing. This is really weird, right? Like you will forget what we are talking about. So this is a German software. Yeah, I'll talk about like history. What is SAP? SAP is system application data. No, forget about it. This is just for your knowledge.
Sir, today is the time of HANA. HANA Infosys.
Yes, I will come.
HANA Volvo bus they have purchased 100 bus. All India corner to one corner. HANA bus is moving factory to factory, and all people are taking class in HANA Volvo bus. I did also class in that same way.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So when we in our class, we will talk about SAP S4 HANA, but let's not confuse the entire population. Now SAP we heard, what is this HANA we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
We'll come to know that, but see what it first. SAP was formed in 1972 by 5 IBM engineers. Okay. So we discussed about ERP, right? And then I will talk about 1990, 2010, today, 2024. So earlier, right, there was JD Edward, and I'll talk also market percentage. Let's see, this is like I'm talking about market percentage. This is like our market percentage. This is important to know because you will hear a lot of other softwares too. Market percentage. JD means JD Edward is not like it was another ERP package. BAN, PeopleSoft, Oracle, SAP. So in 90s, right, it was SAP's market share was like 20%, Oracle around 20%. I'll say like there was a couple of other softwares, others. Right, there was Informatica. There were like a couple of other small players. There was something called also AS400. I'll say others here. There was something called AS400, IBM's product. So I'll say it is 30 at that point of time.
What about Lotus? There was something by the Lotus too. I
don't
remember what
so
product
it was like, yeah, 30.
Yeah, little player.
20, 15, 10. Let's see what I'm just saying. I'm making some fake numbers, but that's what it was earlier days. 105, 25. 100%. So what you can buy 2010, JD Edward procured, like they take over BAN, okay, and then PeopleSoft take over JD Edward. So all these things merged, and then their collective market share for PeopleSoft was not very successful. 15%. Scenario changed. The reason was JD Edward was very strong on manufacturing. BAN also manufacturing. right? Because it came from MRP, right? So they were very strong on MRP and then ERP. PeopleSoft was very strong on HR side, right? So they are getting, and Oracle was very strong in finance. SAP more from manufacturing. AS400 is like a generic one. It was for everybody. It was IBM's. So PeopleSoft earlier Jet bought Barn, and PeopleSoft bought uh, Jet Edward. So, but still, like they were not very successful. These are gone, like this. These are out of market. Still, we have couple, but there is no support or anything. Company not supporting, and then it went like 50%, and then this become let's say 35%. Okay, now not now. Couple of years ago, Oracle bought PeopleSoft. Okay, Oracle bought PeopleSoft, but still Oracle is not very successful. So these things are gone now. See how it is working, and then there is new player called Microsoft Dynamics. Everybody wants to come into SAP side in ERP business. Microsoft Dynamics is not very, I'll say 60%, and then rest of others like Microsoft Dynamics, I will say 10%. In between, like you will also hear a couple of things like what Salesforce, CRL, and other things, right? But these are not full-fledged ERP. They are trying to, but they are only the customer CRM side. Okay. So that's what it is right now. Right now, there are two major players because Oracle bought everything else. So JD Edward, Barn, PeopleSoft, Oracle, all everything is merged to Oracle, but still they are not reaching an SAP to that market share because see, those customers, right? Like we were on JD Edward or Barn, they lost their trust because hey, you are not supporting. So let's move into SAP. So most of these companies are moved to SAP side. So Fortune 500 companies, if you see, over 60% of customers are on SAP. So it's a huge demand. I'm talking about is Fortune 500 Fortune clients. So over 60% companies are on SAP now. Okay. So now when we started SAP 1972, there is a software called like SAP R2. And you can Google it like SAP history. Okay. R2, two tiers of architecture. SAP R3, three tiers of architecture, but SAP was more on that application side. And then most of the time, right, their SAP implementation, they used Oracle database. Okay, you know, like there is a software, and then you need to store somewhere the data that goes to Oracle database. That wherever you are implementing goes to SAP Oracle database. Okay, and then now after 2015, SAP came up with a system, their own database called SAP S4 HANA. Don't get confused like if these things are just for your knowledge. This is nothing to do with learning SAP. But you should know that this is the latest version of SAP S4 HANA. And then within S4 HANA, there are different versions, right? Started from 2015, but right now it is going 2022. S4 HANA 2022 and 2023. And then you also heard about the cloud, right? Anybody who does not know about cloud, and then if you want to discuss about this cloud, what is cloud, which we are talking about, like everything is going to cloud, and then there are four major players, right? Azure, SAP, and Microsoft. And Microsoft is Azure, right? It's something AWS, yeah, Amazon Web Service. So this is Azure, Microsoft, SAP. They are major, and Google Cloud is also there. Okay, so when earlier days, when you are implementing SAP, right, you have to keep your own server, right, where the database will be stored. Have you seen any, like anybody, Oracle database or any database or any server, right, where all those data will go? Any question on the cloud? First, let's discuss about server, and then we'll go to cloud. Okay, so Praveenji, do you want to talk about anything about this one cloud business from your experience? Where are you storing your data for Ericsson?
Yeah, earlier for everyone, earlier we were working on a physical system. Like if in layman language, if we are talking about earlier, we are using desktop. Then we worked on a laptop. Now most of the things are available on the portal, right? If you want to make a note, you can use your portal as well. If you want to draw, you can use a portal. If you want to search anything, everything, you are storing your data even on the portal. Why I'm using you the layman language? Okay, in the same scenario, in organization as well, earlier they were using physical systems. Okay, so most of the main purpose of the cloud is to secure the data, because on the physical systems, what they were doing, they are keeping the data on a particular place or two places, right? But if it is available on the cloud, so they are securing these data on a multiple places. There are physical systems as well. Okay, it is not something that which is everything available on the virtual system. So there is a term cloud in which we are keeping all the data secure. That's the main importance of this. You can access it from anywhere.
Sir,
And
server you can also do from servers, but server is the
mm,
costlier affair. Cloud is the
right,
cheaper one. That's why people using cloud.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
one more
yeah,
aspect.
right. Think about it, like earlier days, right? Like when
Mm,
you have to move your one PowerPoint presentation from one system to another system, where will you write? There was something called floppy disk,
right.
right? Then we, right? Then we got a CD, and then
CD, then
DVD, right? All
DVD,
those storing thing, right?
then
If
pen
you have
drive.
to, yeah, pen drive. If you want to watch a movie, right?
Hmm.
Then what was the thing, right?
VCR.
Go and get that VCR. Then it became CD, and then go to DVD, and then put in your VCR. But then we are watching at Netflix,
Hmm. Of course.
right? Netflix, Prime, right? All those OTT platform, whatever we are seeing, everything is cloud, right? See,
Right.
this could Google Drive, right? If I have to send any email or any file to you, what we used to do earlier, right? Send via email, right?
Yeah. There was a
So where
limitation
we
of size as well.
exactly size of the limitations, and then now we are nowadays we are not even buying any of those floppy disks, even harder drive, right? What we are
Hmm.
doing, we are buying, if we let's say right now, if you can see 72% of storage, if you run our I'll get 100 GB for this 49 cents per month. Can you see this message,
Hmm.
right? So 100 GB of exactly that. See, right, this is for our personal use. Think about from a customer perspective, in a big organization perspectives, right? So in big organizations perspectives, earlier they had to buy big servers. So now if a company had, let's say, 500 users, right, then you have to buy your services, your server accordingly. But then you have to hire also a person, like any technical folks. First you have to keep a room separate.
Hmm.
AC should be there all the time, right?
Yeah.
Electricity should be constantly, you need that electricity supply.
Yeah. You cannot
Now
afford the downtime.
exactly, downtime. Now your users are 5,000, then you have to buy another server, right?
Hmm.
But if it is reduced to 250 users, what will you do now? You already have that server. Your fixed cost is same, right? You have already bought the server. You have that architect. It doesn't matter if it is one user or 250 users or 1,000 users.
Right.
You need a room, you need a server, you need someone to maintain it, right? There could not be downtime. And then, let's say if your competitor thought that, okay, if I have to win that competitor, I will attack on your server room, destroy your server room. It can happen, right?
Hmm. Of course.
In earlier days, right? If there is one factory is doing good, go and then burn that factory. Think about that the way, right? So
Right.
that's what people will do, because all it's everything is secured. If your database is gone, everything is gone, right?
Yeah, it's all the responsibility of the vendor who is providing your
Correct.
cloud infrastructure.
Yeah. So now you are spending a lot of money. It is not very secure.
Hmm.
You cannot afford a downtime, and then you have to hire and you have to pay more money, right? Of course, it is in your room, right? In some locations, right?
Hmm.
So that was a huge risk. So
Yeah.
these companies, right? Microsoft, SAP, Amazon, Google, they came up with a concept of cloud system. That's what the cloud is. So cloud is nothing but your data in somewhere else which you don't know.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere, but it is highly secure. Highly secured. It is insured also, right? If you cannot lose that. And then there are different concept of private client and then public client.
Private,
Okay.
public, and
Just-
hybrid.
yeah, private, public, and hybrid, right? So we have different types of cloud system. But
Yeah.
in layman terms, if we are using this Google Drive, you are using that cloud. You are storing your data over here. Any question on the cloud? So there are two things, right? SAP moved from their database to from Oracle database to another database, their own database, to make more profit. Right? Earlier they are selling the software, but still company has to pay 30% of the money for the Oracle database, which is gone now to cloud. But SAP thought, okay, even if now I'm not paying to Oracle, but my client is paying to Azure or AWS, Microsoft or Amazon or Google. So why don't we do it on our database? It's my software, my server, and it should be in my place. So there's something called SAP Cloud Service. This is the HCP, HANA Cloud Platform, SCP. Right now it is called SCP, SAP Cloud Platform. Okay, so that's about the history, and then we'll see now what is there in SAP. Till now, any question? We discussed about multiple departments. We discussed about history, right? The percentage wise, like what is the markets here?
So Rajeevji, what will be the learning path? Means from where we have to start, and what will be
Yeah.
the end
So I know.
for this?
Yeah, this is the perfect time to discuss that. So
Hmm.
this will be your kind of Bible. Okay, this is the old book, but it has the basic things, right? Go for this, like whatever we discussed today. Now, if
Hmm.
you will go through this book, go to that introductory part, right? So we will go through this book. Okay,
Okay.
introduction, master data, and then that's how we will proceed.
Okay.
Okay, today I will discuss about different modules, right? But I will start this service and marketing, and then in SAP terminology, it's SD, sales and distribution. Later on, it is called like order to cash. So that's what we will learn. SAP order to cash.
So Rajeevji, do we get any chance to perform hands-on practice on these tools?
Yeah. So see, I have a system. I'll see how we can manage another one, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
how can there are like lot of companies which offers like 1,000 rupees or something
Mm-hmm.
for month. They provide. I can find out those details. Okay.
Okay.
But in starting, right, I have already uploaded couple of videos and I will show that screen, so you
Hmm.
can get it the overall view, right? All different modules, right? We go through couple of modules. So
Mm-hmm.
freshers, right?
Hmm.
If they want to go in depth and then learn SAP technology itself, then we need that system access, right?
Right.
But I can help you to pass interview, right, for the freshers as if they have worked on SAP system.
But that will not
Okay.
work for us because we are
No, yeah,
experienced.
No, that's why I asked you, right? Look for your own company if you already have SAP.
Yeah.
Okay, so get that information, then you can get access easily, right, of your sandbox.
That's a tricky part actually, Rajiv. We are from a different department. If we apply for those softwares, they will not allow us. We're not in the department.
Yeah, so that's why like will let me find it. Earlier I had like folks in SAP in US. I was getting some access.
Okay.
Okay, and then couple of other systems like we'll also talk about some other system access where I can provide you an access.
Oh,
I have SAP system of CPQ.
okay.
Okay, so that one will also learn, and then I can provide you that access. That I have to check my access itself first, but
Okay.
I use that SAP's system, like SAP's access for that. And then a couple of other SAP system you can get that access free of charge, like for 2 weeks or 3 weeks by SAP itself. We'll also discuss that.
Okay. That will be nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir.
yeah.
In India, also maximum limited companies having software everywhere you will find, and people are buying to do that the order purchasing in SAP only. Without SAP, they do not run. Maximum is having over here. I'm saying, sir.
Yeah.
Lots of companies providing SAP. SAP is there. The SAP, if you are working in some small company less than turnover 50 crores and less, you may not be there. 50 crores and above turnover, the maximum is having. Today, SAP has become cheap and everywhere you will find. You ask anyone, everyone knows SAP. A SAP is related to each other, as that gentleman mentioned, a contract where it will come, something or bidding. There is a contract department. Contract department is also related to this purchase, finance is also involved with that. All the modules are related to each other. Once you bidding there, the finance comments will come there. This percentage of margin of this profit is the less one. One is staying in Delhi, one is sitting in Mumbai, one is sitting in Chennai. All are to SAP. They all are mixing to each other. Every company is having today.
That's true, Rajiv. But the problem is, if you're working in a different department, you will not get the access for that. Like suppose that we are from yeah.
Suppose we were maybe the junior. I don't know. Maximum is having everyone giving there is a login ID and a password for SAP. When I was GET there, I remember that 92 new SAP has come. The 92 I have got this 93 something it has come. I have got the email ID, login ID, everything of that. Login by without suppose I was a plant maintenance engineer. I will have to do the order of nut and bolt the purchase department. So go to the maintenance, I will open that module, I just put that order, then accordingly this thing, then meeting I speak, I have already done this order in SAP. Then why particular minimum maximum stock maintenance is there? This minimum maximum stock is there. There is lots of system is there. SAP is the ocean. Once you go there, it will everything they always get. If you are maximum starting the management staff, you should be there. If junior staff is there, then there's a three category come S1, S2, S3 staff category, and engineers and MBA management category M1, M2, M3. The M1 is starting, you will get it there. M5, M6 is the top management comes. The M1 you will get. I have instructed everywhere use.
As per my
we'll try to get that SAP access. In next class I will see that if we can get SAP access. Then I will also tell you in one system called CPQ.
Okay.
Right? And then probably that will be very useful for you. CPQ, and I have to check my access, but I had earlier, like I had a couple of months ago.
Excuse me, sir. Praveen, are you from commerce? What is the purchase background?
No. I'm from a telecom background, purely IT.
IT, so which department you are looking after? Telecom. Telecom is also lots of department may have.
We are working in a server management team, OSS.
Then cloud is the most important. Then you may learn all those things. Thank you. Take.
Yeah, so we'll go through the CPQ also. That is cloud platform. Okay, and I will create your user ID and password in that system. I have that system. I'll look into that. Couple of systems where I have access, like sustainability system, I can also get from SAP. Right, bunch of licenses. This is like free of charge.
That is so fascinating for me. So I definitely want the sustainability.
So correct. So if you CPQ and then if you have knowledge of sales and distribution, it's a great combination.
Wow.
Okay. So we'll go through that. Let me SAP screen. So that's how you log in. There are a couple of ways to log in. We'll discuss about more as for HANA later on. But this is like a classical screen called GUI, graphical user interface, and then there is UI, user interface.
Rajiv sir, there is only one thing which I am little curious about. So in TCS, right now I'm in TCS. So in TCS they use Snow, that is Service Now. How is SAP is related to Service Now? I don't know how they are able to.
I'll tell you
They
what is
have
the
given.
service now. Yeah.
Oh,
So service now is basically if you are getting some defects. Okay.
okay, okay,
In that sales order, like let's say you're getting sales order and then there is a defect, like I'll tell you about, right? Once we create that, I will tell you where service now is used.
sure.
Service now is a tool to tell basically any SAP consultant
Hmm.
to fix there's something wrong in SAP to fix that. That's how we use service now.
Okay. So
So
somehow
just
it is related to some reality or something which is
yeah,
occurred by technical glitch or something.
correct. Yes. So technical glitch. So because in SAP you cannot create those things, so you need a tool. So most of the
Sure.
companies use ServiceNow or
Okay.
HP. Uh, there's
Okay.
some other tool.
All
Okay,
right. All
something
right.
they also use AWS.
Mm.
There is something also ADO tool. Right, I will show you that ServiceNow and ADO also.
Perfect.
See,
Okay.
I will show you. So you can also write in your resume also what ADO. I can tell you about that. Like ADO. Because see, if there is some problem in SAP system that the business partner is not there, customer is not created. Okay.
Mm.
In that case, you need someone to inform about that.
Okay.
Right? Where you can also get that. So that's where you need
Technical
service now.
support.
Yes. So service now is just a kind of technical support. Let's say if I have to create, this is another tool, right? Azure DevOps, known as ADO.
Mm.
So these tools are supporting SAP, right? If I have to get any business requirement to make any configuration changes, right?
Okay.
Or any new requirements. So in SAP, you cannot capture this. SAP is a tool where you will perform the work, right? But to capture those who has created this requirement, right? Or any weekly report, those kind of things, you use ServiceNow or ADO or HPCL. Or testing software, testing SAP software. You need somewhere to capture the data.
Mm.
Right?
To
So you
initiate
create
maybe ticket or something in
exactly
incident
that.
creation or some sort of, right?
Exactly, yes. That is exactly that is incident creating a defect, these things, right? Business process, change request, decision to capture them, right?
So
These
is this
tools.
something similar to Jira?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Jira now ADO is all kind of has same function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you know any of these things, Jira, ADO, service, that's the same thing. That has nothing to do with SAP. If there is any problem in SAP, where will you capture? That's why you need those.
Hmm.
So now I'll go through classical menu, try to find. See, these are your. Let me see if I can. A bunch of SAP systems. So let me try. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. So, like we discussed here, right? We discussed about different modules, different departments. So in SAP, that's the screen you will see that login. So if you see, there's like a bunch of things here, joined together. So these things are your department: logistics, accounting, human resources, information systems, service, and tools. Now let's go to the logistics. See, we'll see that what are the department modules. So as an SAP consultant, you will be expert only in one of these modules. You cannot be expert in all. Okay. So see, it's vast, right? We have so many things, and then you are becoming expert only in one. So what we will learn in these sessions about this particular one, sales and distribution, okay, which comes under logistics over here. And then this is the book, like we'll follow this book. Okay, I've also uploaded videos, training videos for this particular module. So if you can see, and all of you get that access, right? So we'll discuss over here, and then I highly recommend you to go through
Rajiv
those
sir, I'm
videos.
little skeptical about that I'm having that access or not. I'm not sure about
So,
this.
yeah, go to that Pankaj, if you can share that link, I can. But yeah, let me see. Then ping me and then I can add you.
Sure. Perfect.
Ping me your email ID and then I can add you right now.
It's NIEETEE.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yes, please, amr31@gmail.com. See if I am in your list. JSA.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, you can ping me and I'll just copy and paste.
Yeah, sure. Why not everybody, we all send it to, if you don't have a direct email of Rajeevjee, please send it to the group or Pankaj and he can forward everything to him.
Pankaj is also sending email ID of this Rajiv sir.
Yeah, why don't you share
Yeah.
Rajeevjee right now, your ID.
Yeah, yeah.
You should write it, I'll write it down here.
Sure. So where the chat window?
Actually, we all should have everybody's email and everybody's phone number. So we'll give this task to Pankaj ji to create a group information system. Maybe he can use SAP for it.
Yeah. We had also a WhatsApp group.
Pankaj sir. Pankaj sir, are you hearing?
I think he has got it. Rajiv.
Sir, what Amarnath sir has told. Give name, number, and email ID of everyone too in this group.
So you need to create a kind of Google sheet where you have information of everybody, like name, phone number, email ID, and a good time to contact, all those things, so that if any of us have to reach to anybody else as a resources, we're going to contact and all that. So I'll work offline with you.
Sir.
Please send your information to Pankaj ji right now. All of us have to do that.
Sure, sir. I will send it. Rajiv sir is taking class from which country? You are in US or India, sir?
No, I'm in US.
You are in which place in US? Which place?
Houston, Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I know Texas.
Yeah, you guys know that they had a huge problem 2 days back, tornado. So I'm glad that they lost power and all that. So it doesn't happen only in India. Tornado, we also get a lot of those here in this country.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Nowadays, I am in some service sector offshore company. Our head office is there, Texas. STI, Scaffolding Training Institute, Texas. They guide from here. Normally, the people from Texas, US people, the Goda people used to come over here. Then I'm familiar with Texas from those people. They used to say all the stories of Texas and.
Which place is that?
Texas. There is a place, company called STI, Scaffolding Training Institute. The for scaffolding.
Talking about the location of the company. Texas is a huge.
No, he told me Texas places. I'm not forgetting. I'm not. I'm having his business card. It may be written there. 2-3 engineers there. 2-3 managers has come from there. They are very intelligent people. They are very intelligent people.
Just for everybody.
India follow there.
There are 2-3 biggest states in this country, and you hear about them: California, Texas, and New York. Results depend on, just like we say in India, Indian election depends on UP. And
same thing he has told. Same thing that Texas state is. There is a 50 state. Out of 50 state, number one is the Texas. Most probably California or Texas.
Have a lot of votes. lot of vote.
Mhm.
Okay, go back. Let's go back to the class now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is right. We will follow this.
Go back.
Since we are here taking a little bit of break, I just have a suggestion for the team and especially for Rajeevjee because he's doing this great training. I think normally this meeting is scheduled for 1 hour, and I think this focus training probably we should make it like longer. Otherwise, we'll be in training forever, right?
That's true. And like
Sir, sir,
Yeah.
sir, next week, possible or not, I'm also good.
Yeah.
Just
What I'm saying is that, can you guys handle 2 hours or 3 hours of training? And Rajeev, first, are you available for 2 hours or 3 hours?
yeah,
Rajesh
2 hours
will a lot of energy.
2 hours is definitely good. For 2 hours is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then
2 to 3 hours is
that,
good for me as well.
yeah. So everybody okay with that? Starting next week, we go for 2 hours this
Sir.
meeting.
Yes.
For learning, I can stay long as well.
Okay, great.
So what we can do next week, because we are almost on top of the hour. So in this book, right, like we'll go through this book. So what I will advise you to go through this introduction page, right? Most of the things you will find whatever we discussed it today. It has all those departments, right? And then little bit for master data management, right? Which I will show you where we have, right? Like now you see this asset is called GUI, okay? And then if you see, like we discussed, these are like overall departments. Think about it. It's not exactly the same thing I'm talking about, but that's what we will see, like logistics, accounting, human resources, information system, and service. So these are like 5 big ones, and then within that logistics module, if you see, there are a lot of things. So as I explained, you will be SAP consultant, like expertise, and you have to have expertise only in one area. Materials management is like we discussed about procurement. This is the high in demand. Sales and distribution, that's what we will go for. This particular training will start from there, and then later on we can also go for this material master. Materials management, logistics distribution, we will see transportation management, but mainly it will focus on sales and distribution. So this book and then training videos which I have uploaded is for sales and distribution. Nowadays we say SAP OTC, order to cash. Earlier days it was SD, sales and distribution. Okay, and then within sales and distribution there will be like master data, which you will see master data sales, shipping transactions, bill service, billing, credit management, and that's how this book is also structured. Okay. So once we start our next session next week, we'll go to the transactional data, right? Creating how to create a sales order, how to create a customer, focus on those, and then we will go through, like we will follow this book. We'll see how to configure that, right? Based on the business requirement, how SAP project works, where we start, like SAP consider what we do first, right? So that's what we will discuss. So one hour will focus on in SAP hands-on, right? How to configure it, how to use the transactional code, and then 1 hour will be on our day-to-day job, what we do, how to capture that requirement, and then we'll discuss about business requirements. Like if you're getting a new business requirements, how to configure it. So 1 hour on transactional data, 1 hour configuration. Okay, and then yeah, I highly recommend to go for this particular chapter. And if you can get your SAP access, that is great. I will work on that if I can manage some SAP access for all of you. Or I know a couple of companies, they do it in India from Hyderabad. This year they have some database they have set up. They will provide you that access. Okay. There are a couple of other websites.
Which tool we need to have for this part? Easy access, right?
Yeah, you will just hit SAP access and you will get it.
Okay.
Yeah, SAP access. Don't go for this. Like there are a couple of ways to log in into SAP.
Mm-hmm.
This is one way. right? Like I logged in a login pad, which if you notice, I'll go through again. And there will be like desktop in your logon pad. There is another way to log in.
Okay.
Trying this. There is another way to log into the system, but that is more for business users. Right? Business user will not see this screen. There's something called Fury applications.
Fury.
That's how business users will log in.
We are also using Fury for time booking.
Yes. So exactly. So Fury Access is basically you are working as a user. This is your background, like in back how a consultant works. Okay. So our main focus will be how we work as a consultant. Right. So if you are using Fury Access for booking your time, then you are running on SAP. Your organization is on SAP.
Okay.
And if you're familiar with Fury, that is your front end. And exactly that's how you have to make your story.
Okay.
Right? You are using SAP. You know the business side, and now you are learning from consulting side. So your experience in working in SAP is not going to. You can say that, make that story that you have at least 10 years of SAP experience. Not exactly from the side, but from a user side.
Okay.
Actually, I wanted to.
Yeah, Rajeevjee, I'll discuss with you separately on this part.
Right, like as I told you, right? So there are couple of ways to log in to SAP. Right? As a user, you will log in from there. It may log in. This is going to my mobile. Okay. As SAP business user, you will never see that screen like SPR or other things. No. So that is for a consultant. Once you log in, you do not have to use user ID and password. This will be the screen which you will get in SAP. For any company, right? For this is like this particular company, this is my client Quadrilateral. So all business users will get these types of called like Fury tiles based on your user role. So we will discuss both the sides. This is how a user will log in into SAP and how they will perform the transaction codes. Like we are entering time sheets. So in background there is a transaction code cat2. Right. So what is transaction codes? What are terminologies? That's what you will learn in the particular book. And then once you will go through this, like don't go to entire book, just go through from here to 29 to 26. Okay. So then you will learn it more, like the terminology which we are talking about, transaction code and other things. And then we'll also see what is the SAP S/4HANA. Okay. So let's connect from next week onwards for like 2 hours. And if you don't have access of this book or training videos, ping me, access in email, I will immediately provide. Those videos I will also recommend you time, go through those videos. That is also like from scratch, right? And then you can see it multiple times, right? Like whenever you don't understand, and you can ask questions also. So if you do not understand anything in this book or in the training videos, we can also discuss that call.
So everybody is good with 2 hours next week?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I believe, Amarnath sir, we are already here for 2 hours. If this session is for, I think, 8 to 10 only. So we are already devoting our 2 hours.
Okay.
And we are enjoying it also.
So you already got some practice today, right? So basically now
Yeah.
you can
So
sustain it.
for last session also, I guess we were connected for 2 hours only.
Sure. So let's keep like last few minutes kind of general interaction and general questions. Always American system, when we have a meeting, we keep it open. In the TCS meeting, I'm sure you are doing the same thing.
Yes.
The last 5 minutes always is open that anybody can talk whatever we have in mind. So let's begin that open session, and let's see from the newcomers if They go first if they have any question.
I would definitely like to ask one, me, that since you guys all are like gurus, so really and literally, I really want to know that what like SAP is really vast. I knew so many things today and I got this knowledge, but the one most important thing is I'm little confused about what to choose and how to choose. According to my relevant experience, I'm completely from a different background. So since I don't know what is going on, you guys know the 360-degree view. So I would definitely want you to suggest something for me so that I can move and practice accordingly.
Just I will tell you. I will tell you. Niti, what is your name? What is your name? Hello,
My name is Neeti Mishra.
Niti. Sun, let's think. What work you are doing in TCS? Is it coding work,
No,
digital
I
marketing? Which
am
kind?
from learning and development and conducting soft skill
So
sessions.
you go for HR module. I repeat,
Okay.
HR module. HR module is the good one. There is also lots of market is there. HR module, and there is also otherwise in purchase. Being a lady, purchase you go to the material management. MA module is there. In the big boss is there. Rajiv sir, you take the help as well. But as telling, and an HR module is also big one. Having tie up with Naukri.com in India. You are from
Okay.
you are in India or you are also US.
No, I'm from India.
And there is a lots of portal and dot training development. There is also huge terms there. There also you have to keep this come HR and AD department, the human resource and administration department, training, planning, training,
I
everything.
also have a different spin on
So,
that. The people cannot live alone by bread.
ah,
That's what
ah,
the Western say.
ah,
Yeah. So I mean, I remember I was working as assistant engineer in Patna irrigation department, and when I decided to quit and come to America, I'm talking about like 82, 83. I disappointed my family and my wife's family. They said, "What? You want to leave all this established environment here to go to a non-uncharted territory? We don't know anything about what you are planning to do." So, so this is, but the reason I left because I was not happy. I had a good salary, I had good benefit, everything was there. People die for the government job, right? And I quit that to go for a private job. So, important thing is, all of you are very young right now. You have to decide that what you want to do. And of course, you will be changing your career several times during this 30, 40 years of your working life. But this is a good transition point for you. Suppose if you don't want to do HR, you want to do something else, this is the opportunity. You decide, you learn, and what is wrong if you learn HR as well as something else which you like? And that
True.
way you have two boats to think which boat to choose. Thank you.
Correct.
Another
madam,
perspective for this one.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of HR, right?
Yeah.
Instead of HR or anything, right? What I will advise you to get an overview. Like if we go for SAP implementation, right?
Mhm.
There is also role of PMO and OCM,
mhm,
organizational change management.
ah,
Right? That is,
right.
yeah,
PMO and OCM. Okay.
OCM, right? OCM is the big thing, right? OCM is basically the change management. Let's say if you are going for SAP, even if you are an SAP and going for SAP for HANA,
Hmm.
right? There will be change management in almost all projects. All projects there is also requirement for OCM. Okay, so
Okay.
OCM. If you say that you are working from OCM, definitely they're like a huge job opportunity. Okay,
Hmm.
and OCM is basically creating user training document
Okay.
and train users, right? Wherever SAP implementation is going on, right? You have to work with all work streams, right? Like sales and distribution, procurement, HR, finance, and then you have to work with business stakeholders, right? Because they are it's like learning transitioning phase. So
Okay.
probably that will be the area where will be a good fit. So your role will be like SAP OCM. That's what you are doing it right now, right? Training and development.
Right.
It contains, right? It contains for your training documentation.
Hmm.
Right? So you can be very valuable assets for any project. If you have knowledge of SAP OTC procurement or any other thing, like all those basic, all those modules, right?
Okay.
Core modules we see in SAP, right?
Okay.
So that
Niti, TCS, they give training in SAP. I know.
Yes.
TCS is a
They
very big
provide.
organization.
Right.
TCS, Amarnath sir, TCS has shown profit of 27 quarterly profit.
I
They
know.
all the facility give TCS.
Basically, the point here is they are for, and it doesn't matter any company you go right now.
Mhm.
These are kind of basic element, basic blocks we call it, right? Everybody, ERP or any kind of ERP system, which can be Oracle or which can be any of their 5, 6, we discuss that. You need it. It doesn't matter what all the departments which he has mentioned here and which you have seen. Maybe you are only focused in one department, but basically somebody is using your data in other department.
True.
Quality is using your data. Suppose you are in the customer you are in the customer and marketing department. So your data, whatever you are doing it, you may not be knowing, or maybe you will go in a meeting, but your data is needed by research and development team. Because you, for example, I'm saying that, let's say there are two things which just came into change management. Say I am a customer of your company, Rajeev company. I'm a customer, and what product Rajeev company is supplying to me, suddenly I realize that no, I need to change some specifications. So I'll give that list that these are the things I want. These products which you are giving me, 5 different products for there. The length I want to change, width I want to change, height I want to change. And then I'll provide all that list to you because you are in the customer and marketing department. And from there, what you will do with the data? You are not going to do that one. Now you need to take that data to R&D, who will see the overall impact, and they will contact in turn again to the marketing. Sorry, not marketing, operations. That hey, if we are going to do, can we do it? So first R&D has to say, because they already know whether operation can do it or not. First technically, and then operations has to see that if they have materials to do that one. You one thing that you have a blueprint or design to do it, you have training, everybody there, operations there. But if your machines are full of capacity, you don't have any more capacity, you cannot produce, right? So all these things, all the departments interact. And you guys are in the beginning, that's why you don't see it, but I am at the end now. So I have seen all this. So I was in all the departments we are talking here. It's interconnected. You will not believe that. So down the road, you will have to learn a little bit of all the departments. And that's why we are here to give you overview of different areas.
Agreed. That makes sense, sir. Definitely.
I think that will be a good fit for you, like OCM.
Okay.
Right? So you have to do like whatever you are doing right now.
Yes.
You can use the same story for your job. That you are part of OCM team, and that's what you are doing. Right? Training, developing training contents, and user training. And that is very important aspect for any SAP implementation. Right? Because if you implement, it doesn't matter which type of software, sophisticated software you install, but if your business users are not using it or not utilizing it properly, all those monies, all those efforts will go in vain. Right? So your job is to connect with business stakeholders, the users who will do any kind of software after that implementation. If user training is not done properly, then it will be a huge problem. That will not consider as a successful software implementation.
Right.
That's what your story will be from learning SAP. Right? You were part of SAP implementation in TCS. You handle multiple projects, and I can help you on writing your resume. Right? So you have that basic understanding of all these modules like SAP OTC, what S/4HANA is. You created multiple user training documentations, and then you help a successful SAP implementation. Okay, so that way your skill sets will
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, let's give chance to other people. What about Ankush? Do you have any question, Ankush? Okay. What about US? Is also quiet. Parveen, any question?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, anything else you want to talk about in general things? Like, for example, anything about
Sir, general thing, sir, Trump was attacked in America.
Yes.
There is news in India everywhere.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the wedding, Ambani's wedding in Bombay?
Sir, it's not getting, sir, it's not getting over since last 3 months, I think. If I'm not.
Sir, over. Everything yesterday over. It was a richest marriage of what 5,000 crore. Earlier record was the India again. It was Lakshmi was Smith still king. The record was broken there. Sir, fortunately, my company, whatever I'm working, I have worked in that wedding ceremony. I was there.
See,
I have seen that closely. I have seen that very closely. My entire team was there because this event contract has given to DNA. DNA is a multinational company. DNA had appointed 300 contractor out of. I was also one of the contractors for my company. In that regard, I have also traveled a lot in that area. I have seen so many times Shahrukh Khan, this, that, lots of that. Lots of security is so high-fi security on us, sir. You cannot everywhere. Yesterday, Narendra Modi had also come over here in Mumbai. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, for inauguration of some tunnel and he also gone there has given some portrait of God to both this Radhika Merchant and Anand Ambani. Radhika Merchant is also one of the rich family. There is a pharma king. His father is a pharma king over here. Both are married now. Now finished. Everything is finished. The 6 months it was running. Italy, this, that, Jamnagar, everywhere. But again, repeat. Again, India has broken record. Again, first Indian record was broken by India. American was very miser. American never spent such money. Okay, America. Your Amazon, that gentleman has come. What is his? Amazon के chairman का क्या नाम है? Amazon chairman. He had over here. He was in India. He was seeing the wristwatch of Anand Ambani. It costing the Indian currency 12 crore. Its cost was the 12 crore. He was Apple. He was looking on that wristwatch only.
Okay, thank you. Rajeevjee. Let's go to another person. Okay, what was the other question? Rajeevjee, you want to answer that question about the Trump thing?
Yeah, that like the assessment is still going on. It is really unfortunate, right? And then
Peninsula place there. In the news, it was going. Pennsylvania. It was a live murder be recorded. Fortunately, he has saved a live television. I was looking after morning. I have seen yesterday.
This happened also before in the American history. So just for all of you, John Kennedy, everybody knows his name.
John Kennedy, I saw that. There is a movie also on that. The movie.
Yeah, he was shot when he was president, and that happened in Dallas, very close to where Rajeevjee is right now, just 2-3 hours. I think it happened in 1963. I think he was supposed to be from 60 to 64. Do you know who he defeated? He had defeated Nixon in that political race that year. So he defeated Nixon, who later on became the president, but he lost. I mean, he was dead. So I'm giving you a few years of what happened in that time. When he was killed, he's at that time the number 2 leader was his younger brother, Bobby Kennedy. Okay. Position is just like home minister. We call it here attorney general. So he had appointed his younger brother, who was equally very skilled, to be the home minister, you can call it. Okay, but country, just like we don't like Amit Shah being too good to at the same time controlling the whole country. Yeah, you can imagine what will be what have been the uproar in this country, that which is so much against Parivarwad, that two person from one family, that was a big uproar in this country. That is not acceptable. That in the whole big country we have one family who can run the country. No, it's not good. So this was going on. So when he was killed, his younger brother, in the next presidential, we have elected every 4 years. So 64, for 64 to 68, his brother Bobby Kennedy was the candidate. And guess what happened to him? He was doing the election campaign just like right now election campaign is going on, and he was also shot in that election campaign in 68 election. So he was dead, I think, in 68 itself. Now 68 November was the election, but somewhat in the beginning part of the year, he was killed. So this is not happened. This didn't happen the first time. It happens. It's politics, and there is for, and similarly there are people against. And just like in India, people are divided here too. We have two major parties, and people are on the left, people are on the right, call it whatever way you measure. So some people are happy, some are not, with both parties, right? So this is what happened. Our security forces are very strong. You saw on the TV screen how they reacted.
Yes, yes.
Basically, it's I mean, they have been learning. They learned a lot from the previous attempt, and they knew that this can happen. It's not that unexpected.
In
So
America, it happens regularly, sir. America, 3%, I believe that 3% was not dead.
yeah,
America, not one candidate. US, all the movies there, lots of movies there, English movie, Hollywood movie go. 3% is not dead, always they attack.
yeah. So you know that. I mean, now even any place, that's why we are spending so much money on security now in every country, because these politicians are prime target, because they cannot make happy everybody, right? If you're going to make happy Ambani, you are going to make unhappy all the leftists of Bengal and what you call Kerala, right? So, or the socialists like Rahul Gandhi. So this happens that you cannot please everybody, and there are not only one factor. There are many factors. For example, I tell you, like abortion is one of the topics right now. There are a lot of people against abortion. There are a lot of people for abortion rights. Similarly, there are rights for like Christianity, that God exists or not exist. So there are a lot of issues for different people which they vote for. They are dear to heart, and then once they find that I've already reached the breaking point, then they take a gun. So everybody has gun in this country. Anybody who has a driver license in this country, you can go and buy a gun. Some of you will say in India, oh, this is very bad, why everybody has gun. But keep in mind, in this country, nobody can come and take your property, like your house. जबरदस्ती जैसे इंडिया में घुस जाता है और आप कुछ नहीं कर पाते हैं, आपका जमीन गांव में है, आप कुछ नहीं कर पाते हैं. No, if in here on my compound, some intruder tried to enter, I can easily shoot them down, and then police will not tell me anything. I said that I warned him that this is my property. You cannot. Why you are entering? Stop. He did not stop, so I shot him. Okay, this is the right we have, and many of us, we love that right. But I know I have property in India. I cannot do anything. Somebody can go and put a hut on my property of crores, and it's happening in my village right now. I'm going pillar to post from one office to another office to get it evacuated, evicted. But here, no, you don't have to. That's why you will not hear all the land issues, the problem we have in India. You will not even hear a single case. No, we don't hear any of this. We don't have any problem. So the gun is controlling that. Yes, there are some criminals, but every society had. But in overall, gun has helped the society here, middle class. So in India, people have wrong impression that it's too many guns, it's very bad for society. No. If anybody wants to debate on that issue, I'm here. I am for the guns. I am a member of the gun association.
Sir,
So,
sir,
uh,
but at the time of Obama, it has been raised again. Like India, license should be there. In America, like a toothbrush and potato, anyone having driving license, 100% people in the US having car. All people having license. So all people can purchase from gun, but it is not a solution. This is a negative point. Also, you observe always. My also few of relatives sitting in America. There is a well settled green card holder. Sometimes they go to school. One school partially is saved. School was the gun. One boy come around 20, 30 boys was shot dead in
yeah,
school.
but
So this is
exactly.
there is a negative point also, sir. Negative point is
I
also of
know, I
that.
know.
It is not India is much better of that. India is much better of that. There is a plus point. If you have a paper, then after some time, no doubt, justice is delay over here. But people get justice
Now
over
we
here.
can
But America, it is a one day, second, life is gone. What Trump you saw Trump having
definitely now
airplane
we have
or
Okay,
he's a
Rajeev,
sole
you have any
person. Within a
comments?
second he can
no,
be
what I'm saying,
Rajeev,
definitely we can have scheduled like a debate session. Usually, what
yes,
happens, Amarnath ji, I get invitation
ah,
from TV channels in India
yeah.
for the debate during
ah.
the American elections. Now I have two debaters. I definitely will invite you for that.
Oh, sure.
Sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
because exactly.
Rajiv sir, don't take it another way. Whatever I am also knowing something because my
No, no,
lots of
no, no, no,
relatives
no,
are
no.
well
It happens.
settled.
It happens every year. Actually, in that US
Ah,
elections are in Bihar elections.
my real my elder sister is a doctor. She's having their own house in Atlanta. Whenever she
No, no,
comes
no.
to
I
Bihar,
will
she stay over
understand.
here.
I
I know
also
A to
say
Z about. So sometimes we afraid what happening in US, what is happening. It is not good sign for world. India is much better of that. India life is not so risky. In America, boys, school
I,
boys has gone. I do not know what happened in
we
evening.
just wait for both of you
Everyone having
to
pistol,
some
everyone
time. Make
pistol.
sure that in
Rajeev,
this
Rajeev, I
Sir,
disagree with
sir,
you. Rajeev, I
ah,
disagree with you because, as I said, I feel after living 40 years here and probably 30 years in India, I
sir.
feel much safer in this country than in India. Even now, if you ask me to go to India, and when I go, of course I go. My family is there,
Hmm.
but the law and order system we have in India, it's terrible. I give D minus. The great.
Sir, sir, you is also you are the right, you are the truth. You have more money, then maybe trouble for you because lots of threatening over here.
Yeah.
Dada is there. There's a hafta. There is a drawback, but I'm speaking. Go to UP, go to Bihar. It has been drastically reduced. It is not like that earlier. I'm 57-year-old man, and I did schooling everything from Bihar. I have seen Bihar. Rather today I am seeing the Bihar. It is a different, very different. You cannot go to UP. If you speak, he is threatening. Yogi will catch him and put him behind the bar.
Yeah.
No can threaten
So
you.
what I'm trying
Sir,
to say here is that
sorry to interrupt. Sorry to
Hmm.
interrupt. I'm dropping now. Getting another
yes,
call.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Thanks for the session. We'll
in
continue.
Sure.
India, we have
thank
to
you.
start using database management systems. We are automating whole world right now by service sector, and we are not automating our own systems in India.
Sir,
Like for example, why can't we have the land department for the whole country?
sir.
Like make a bank, a land bank. I mean, you can account all the rupees we have, billions of dollars, as many billions you have in India, but we cannot keep account of all the land property we have, how many plots we have in India. And government, why we don't have a good record of that, so that there is no any more lawsuit or all that things which is happening in India. So the thing is that we're not doing those. We are automating the whole world. We're talking here the SAP, the same SAP or Oracle systems can be used in a bank, give it to the bank, and then I don't need to. If in America, I own a land and house here, I never go for any of the Dakhil Kharij or any of the land related.
Here also online, sir. In India also online it is happening.
No,
India those things are online. Because,
it's all bogus talk. It's all bogus, not happening at all. Because I am, I already am experienced the Bihar. Right now, in Bihar, you have a land and you sell the land to somebody else. For example, it is your land, you sold it to me. Now, when I purchase in this country, the day I purchase that land from you, all records will be transferred from your name to my name. Okay. I'm the new owner now. Starting next year from day on today, I'm responsible for giving tax, everything, all the records, municipality record, my name is there. But India is not happening. Number one. Number two, this that online you can apply. Why we have to apply when the day of registration? Why you couldn't do all the database changes so that everything changes from your name to my name? That is what is the problem. That is causing all these issues right now. So
No, sir, it
what is
happens, sir. They happen, sir. Sir, it happens. You are saying the time has changed. You are saying that they're 10 years old story. Same day you purchase, there is a software, everywhere software, all registry officer software. They immediately they changes, everything sub change. Electricity bill only for electricity meter changing, you will have to apply the hard copy of that system. That is also going to do that is. Time has changed. It is a 10-year back story you are saying, sir.
I think it's wrap up about it. But
Huh, sir, sure.
we have long way to go to employ all these systems we are talking here. We are automating the whole world and learning SAP and all these and helping other
No
countries.
doubt. US is a
But,
well developed, no doubt.
when
But
it comes to Deepak Andhera, when it comes to our own, unfortunately, we are way behind.
right in front of America, India is a backward, no doubt. There is no doubt. But question that India is also improving the situation. Whatever you have seen, I have seen. Today it is much better there. In Mumbai, everything. Nashik, go, everything is the authority. Where you complain, put the computer, and next day the municipality will come and see everything. What is the problem? What happening? Everything is there. Online, everything is online. All the computers, all the American policy has come over here. Maximum things have changed. You are saying 10, 20 years back. Chaliye, sir, see you. Next week we will meet. Amarnath, sir. Chaliye, thank you. Good night to
We
you.
had a good flavor in last 5 minutes of Indo-American way of life. Right?
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, so we have to enjoy that one too. Anything hot happening in the society, we have to talk about it.
Sir, thank you.
I think we need to now close the meeting. People are tired.